Security and AI is a very broad topic, and we found that our CISOs are concerned in a couple of different areas. One obviously being ChatGPT, large language models, so their teams want to use them, their coders want to use them, so we have to talk about, as a CISO responsible for securing your organization, what policies and procedures do you put into place? How do you think about your teams using this? I think what's interesting is that many CISOs want their teams to use it. They really see the potential of these tools, so we talk about what kind of guardrails you need to have in place, how to use them responsibly. Those are very important discussions.
What I think we're going to run into pretty quick is going to be around the AI risk. What is this risk exposure to your company, to your customers? Every contract that I know about says third-party data cannot leave your environment and go to a third-party source. Now, whether it's whichever AI model you want to use, that data is now leaving your environment, going to a third-party source, and coming back and giving you some answer. So I think there's going to be a lot of change in how legal looks at it, how risk is assumed by the customer, by the company. And I think there's going to be a lot of innovation in the space.
We also see some real aspirational thinking and what the future means with AI. Some of our CISOs feel that this is an amazing opportunity for us to scale bringing new talent into security, and sometimes the on-ramp, like getting people the knowledge they need, can be challenging, but maybe these tools are something that can help a junior SOC analyst or other security folks really lean in and get the tools they need and develop skills faster, which will really help us as an industry develop more security professionals.
Well, in business terms, you have to start using generative AI or you're going to fall behind. So as a CISO, you have to find a way to allow your people to be productive, but also do it in a safe way. I'm a huge proponent of using generative AI as much as possible in a standard business. And so we do a lot of training internally on how to use all kinds of different AI so that they can be more productive. Along those lines, we also have controls in place to make sure that it's impossible for them to accidentally copy and paste something to go where it shouldn't.
I think the third thing that's been very interesting is the promise of AI to help even mature security professionals lean into what they have to do. Imagine if you're analyzing logs and you've learned to code in a certain language, maybe Python,
right.
But now you need to go analyze logs and learn how to write SQL queries. The barrier there is having to learn these different languages to extract. You know where the data is, but you have to learn how to pull it out with the different code. Imagine if you could just tell the AI what you want to do and what data you want to pull together to do your analysis without having to learn all these different esoteric coding models. There's a lot of power there that can really help us speed the time to investigations and really help everyone from our junior security professionals to our very mature professionals do their jobs faster.
The big challenge in security ultimately is there's not enough people to go around. And so that's why it's so important, the work that AWS does in terms of making the platform more secure and the services more secure, inch by inch, mile by mile. But generally speaking, we want everyone across the Red Canary team using generative AI in a way that makes sense for their roles. Whether you're a salesperson and you've just had a great call with a customer and you need to put together a follow-up email, let's make that faster and make the quality of that communication better, because ultimately that's better for the customer and better for you because it took you 5 minutes instead of maybe an hour, right? So that's kind of been our approach, to make sure that everyone can use it in a safe way. But I think we're early in that in terms of learning what are the pitfalls and what are the challenges associated with that, what type of legal things are going to come up over the next several years as it relates to generative AI.